I'm in the empire business.
Everybody love everybody!
You all know exactly who I am.
Hey, what's up guys? How are we doing? I am doing Chris notes today. Chris notes from leading into Hangtown. What this is a quick breakdown. I'm not going to go into super detail about what's happening, but I will get you guys up to speed so you know the storylines and what to watch for coming into Hangtown. Chase Sexton. Holy crap, he looked good at Paula, but that's not a shocker. We've seen this from Chase before. Chase is uber talented. On the bike, he looks so perfect until he implodes. It's going to be a few races before I'll actually say I'm sold on Chase Sexton and that he's had this fixed. But looked good last weekend. If he can back it up at Hangtown and High Point, and you know, this might be his championship. Ken Roczen. He was second at Paula, and damn, I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier to be dead wrong about him and his career, and he has every right to tell me to fuck right off. Guess what? I thought it was done with him and Honda. I heard some stuff from some people inside of his circle, Honda. It wasn't good, and I'm not sure how they repaired it, but good on them. Like, that takes a lot of hard work and says a lot about that team. Yeah. Ken Roczen, gosh. I mean, I'm not sold on him being a championship threat until he does it in the heat, but who cares? I mean, this is one of the best guys for the sport. He's an ambassador. He's worldly. He's been through a recovery that I don't know that any sports athlete has ever been through, like a couple times, and he's had all these issues, and people call him a whiner, but most people would have quit and already stopped racing if they had what he had. So, you know what? Good on Roczen, and gosh, I couldn't even imagine the story if he ends up winning this thing. Whew, it's already the best comeback I've ever seen. Christian Craig proved a lot of the naysayers wrong. He looks really good on that 450. It was his first podium, which was confusing to me because I remember Paula a couple years ago, he was leading until the very end, got second in the second moto, but it was funny how, if I remember correctly, he was leading, and if he wins that moto, he won the overall, but since he went to second, Chase Sexton got the overall, and it dropped him all the way to fourth in the overall standings. So, hey, that's outdoor moto. But yeah, he looks good. Let's see if he can back it up and keep it going all year and carry that into next year with Rockstar Husqvarna. Eli Tomac, oh boy. Okay, I heard a lot of things about his knee not being good, but what we saw wasn't necessarily indicative of his knee. The way he came back in that second moto makes me think he's probably going to be fine. We all know Eli won't push when his bike's not perfect. If he's not comfortable, he'll settle. He has no problem doing that. The second moto, he came back, fought hard, almost got Craig for third. I wouldn't write him off yet. Ryan Dungey is defying logic. Not that he's really old, but you don't take 5 years off and 6 seasons off and come back and run up front, run in third and battle with the guys. And what's even scarier than that to me is the fact that he wasn't satisfied. This guy wants and believes he should be winning. It's hard to doubt him. I mean, he's a champ. So we'll see. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, if I'm those guys, I do not let him get a win, and I fight so hard to keep him off the podium, because the last thing you need is Dungey with momentum. El Hombre, Jason Anderson, looked like the fastest guy besides Chase Sexton at Paula. It's hard to tell when he's coming through the pack, but he was flying. Second moto, I thought he had a good start. Unfortunately, and listen, this is not a Barcia dirty move. Barcia lost it and actually collected Anderson with him, so don't expect any payback on that. But Hombre, if he can get some starts, he looks like a guy who's come to win outdoors, and I would not be shocked to see him go, 2-1 or 1-1 at Hangtown, and who knows where it goes from there. Antonio Caroli. I know he's only on vacation. I know he's already retired, but that was disappointing. I mean, a lot of people, it's kind of what I expected of him, but it's still disappointing for a 9-time champion to get 7th place as a U.S. national. But give him some time. I guess he didn't like the bike. That track's so high speed, it's just different. Hangtown is going to be a little bit more European style. High Point, if he sticks around to get to some of those back east tracks, Redbud, it'll be a lot better. Aaron Plessinger. I love Aaron. Aaron is probably one of our favorite riders. Most everybody out there. I've never heard anyone say I don't like Plessinger. Not Plessinger. Plessinger. But dude, luckily he's got a contract for next year, but he's got to at least battle up front. Like, it doesn't look good once you guys come out of retirement and smoke your ass. I know he's coming off a pretty bad arm injury, but he's got to get better. It's not a good look. Justin Barsha, he was fast, but like I said, he went down in the first turn, took Anderson with him. He'll get better. He'll be up there in the top 5. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. McElrath, Shane McElrath. I'm not going to lie, he's not an outdoor specialist. He's definitely a supercross style guy. Got that bike for the Rockstar Husqvarna for 4 rounds. Damn, he looked good. Ended up 10th. Can he improve on that? I don't know. If he can just maintain that, I think that's enough that the team will be happy with him. Garrett Marchbanks. Watch for, this guy's badass. He is so talented. What do they call him? Man-Child Moto. Check out his YouTube, Man-Child Moto. He is just a character, and I think the 450 suits him, and I think you're going to see some runs up front from Garrett once he gets comfortable. 250 class, or should we say the Lawrence class. Nobody's touching either Jet or Hunter. Those two are so fast. Joe Schmoda got up there and battled and fought and didn't lay over, didn't roll over, but it was not, it was their world and everyone else is just living in it. Joe, unlike all the other guys, fought hard and really, really tried to beat them, but just didn't quite have it. RJ Hampshire's fast enough to get up there and beat them occasionally, but man, RJ does what RJ does. He charges, wrecks, charges, he's fast, he's in shape, but it just doesn't quite work out for him. I expect him to get a win or two before the season's over, but I don't expect him to be there in the overall points. Michael Mosman. Oh my God. If you guys haven't seen it, check out the other video I did where it shows his crash. High speed. I have no clue how he was okay and able to race. Not only race, but he got 5th. Michael Mosman got 5th. He's made some crazy claims like he's going to win 5 rounds, and I would say it would be a crazy claim that he was even going to race after that crash, but damn it if he didn't do it. So good on Michael Mosman, and we're going to a track that he's familiar with up in Sacramento, Hangtown. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins a moto, battles for podiums. He's going to be right there. I don't know if he's got anything for the Lawrence brothers, but he also isn't scared of the Lawrence brothers. He'll battle them as hard as he can. Austin Forkner and Seth Hammaker, both these guys, they had similar rides. They finished 6th and 7th, which for one guy it's okay and one guy it's not good. Forkner, he's a guy who wants to go 450. You don't get a 450 ride by getting 6th in the 250 class. It just doesn't happen. You have to actually be battling for podiums, wins, to prove you need it. Like, that 450 class up front is no joke. So, yeah. And Hammaker, that was he's been injured, he's had Epstein-Barr, he's had all sorts of issues outdoors. Damn, it's nice to see that kid go fast, run up front. You can build off that. We can work with 7th. Levi Kitchen, oh boy, watch Levi Kitchen. God, that's what I like about this 250 class. There's so many guys that can run up front. Now, Levi Kitchen is a guy, he looks like one of the front runners. Like, he got 8th overall because he had a really bad second moto. But damn, this kid he's going to make some noise. Pierce Brown, God, he had to be bummed. He went 7-7 for 9th. But to run up front, both motos, consistent, stayed strong. There's another guy upside that, like, anywhere in this top 10, if you just flip them, I would be like, okay, yeah, I could see that happening. They're all really close. Stiles Robertson, another guy who's been injured a lot, came back, looked really good. God, I love the way he rides. He rides so smooth and so smart. I expect him to build off of this and just get strong. It's kind of a weird situation when you've signed with another team and you're still at one team. Like, he signed with Star Yamaha, but he's got to finish out the season with Rockstar Husky, and I'm sure he'll give him his 100%. But it's just awkward. So I wouldn't expect any great finishes, but I wouldn't expect him to mail it in either. Max Voland. While the results don't look that good, 11th place, that's not kind of what Roger DeCoster and KTM want. If you looked at his lap times and where he started and how he rode, hey, we can build off that. Max Voland is uber talented. For those of you guys that doubt him and think he's out there, you're just wrong. He's going to prove you guys wrong. He's going to be a top guy. There's no doubt about it, whether it's with KTM or somebody else. But what he did is exactly what he needs to do. He came in after an injury. didn't have much time on the bike, rode hard, consistent, and put in a result that he can build off of. Now he goes to his home track, and you know, they expect a little bit more there, but I would rather him not show the flashes and just get a 7th, 8th, 5th, somewhere in that, just get right in that range and battle with those guys and just get some time under his belt. That's all I want out of Voland right now. Justin Cooper, woo! I mean, he come off a foot injury that it was bad. It was really, really bad. And with a foot injury, you don't get to ride all the time. Your cardio's messed up. You can only do certain things. He's fast. He was there. He led a lot, battled in the first moto, but I mean, he threw anchor big time. I'm not quite sure if you'll be able to race himself into shape. That's really hard to do. You bust your ass on Saturday, then you recover, then you travel. Sometimes it's hard to build the endurance while you're racing. Sometimes it can be done, sometimes it can't. There's a lot of factors. Does he avoid illness? But any more finishes like this, and we can go ahead and just write the championship off for him. So anyway, hey guys, if you like the shirt, Hard Truth, that's what I bring you. Head over to the merch store, grab one. Appreciate everyone in the Cooksey Mob. I'm going to do a Cooksey Mob shirt here pretty soon. I got stickers coming, working on some different logos. Anyway, I appreciate everyone. Remember, subscribe. The only way I'm going to grow this thing is if we subscribe. So